Welcome to the Movie Madhouse. I'm Rob.
I'm James.
And we're waiting for Jason. He had to do some dinner, so we told him we'd chat for a little bit before he gets here. And there's some stuff to chat about.
A few nuggets.
Yes, especially the one that we chatted about briefly before the show, which I think is everybody's talking point today after the Oscars.
Indeed. One of the most unprofessional moments in celebrity. Woo! I'm trying to get the glare of the sun away from my face.
Oh, dude, it makes you look like you're in a spotlight.
Oh, there we go.
See? Now you're film noir. If we can darken that up a little bit, total film noir.
Now all I have to do is slap a celebrity.
Right? Apparently
because it's okay. Apparently it's okay now.
The one thing I found out is people get ejected for jeering the comedians. You know, when Chris Rock or any Billy Crystal and that comes out, and if they start doing their bits and they get any kind of heckling back, people are escorted out.
Now this is specifically for the Oscars?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a code of conduct, and I read a thing. They're beginning a review or not an investigation, maybe a review. And there was a rumor that he'd be asked to give his Oscar back because he violated the code of conduct. And then I've seen some other editorials, I guess, saying that one really has nothing to do with the other.
Yeah, because honestly, then you open up a whole new kettle of fish. Because literally, if they take Will Smith's, Harvey Weinstein's got an Oscar or two.
Yes, quite a few.
You know, so where would you draw a line there?
They could kick him out as a member of the Academy.
Yeah, I see. Now that it's over, I don't know what can be done, to be totally honest. That would be, fair.
Well, there's more than one source that said he should have been escorted out of the building. If it was anyone else, he would have been escorted out of the building.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the fact that, people said, well, what about security? Oh, Lewis here says, do you believe it was fake or real? Oh, no, sadly, it was very real.
Yeah. For half a second there, I was talking about it with my girlfriend and well, it could be fake. It could be an elaborate prank because it's weird because he was laughing about it before. And then all the camera cuts away and then it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Something was said at the table and he decided to get up.
Yeah.
And be very unprofessional. Whether or not I agree with him being upset about the joke, the minute he made it physical, it takes everything else off the table.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what Chris Rock said now at this point. He was the one who pretended he was a 4-year-old in a playground and decided to use his hands.
Yeah, and you have a comedian presenting or hosting or whatever, they're going to make jokes and they're going to make fun of the celebrities and the most popular ones at that.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. If you haven't got thick enough skin for that, don't think this is the business for you.
No, don't sit in the front row either.
Yeah, he was dang close to be able to walk up that fast.
He got up there. He got up there fast.
Man, but someone said, why wasn't there security and stuff? Maybe they should put security up. It's literally, what would a guard have done in that moment? If Will Smith's walking up to the stage, was a guard going to stop him?
They probably didn't know they probably didn't think he was going to do that because I don't think Chris Rock thought he was going to do that because he was laughing beforehand.
Exactly. And he even leaned in.
And he was smiling as he was walking back down to sit down.
Yep. Every year the Oscars get more and more interesting.
Oh, And did you see that they said that the Oscars ratings were up 56% over last year?
Really?
Yes.
Sadly, I don't think it was because of that, because nobody knew that was going to happen.
Well, that's true.
Sadly,
Unless
unless there was a spike right afterwards.
unless they saw it and then the West Coast feed or the East Coast feed heard the buzz.
That's it. True. Everybody on the West Coast, we're tuning in. Okay. But isn't it live nationwide? Like there isn't a time delay on that, is there?
Yeah, you may be right.
Just because that would defeat the purpose if they announce it on the East Coast, but it hasn't even aired on the West Coast yet.
Well, it may have been something else, but then there was no shortage of memes saying like the Oscars are not very exciting, and then there's a big picture of him smacking him.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. I don't get why he honestly did that. It doesn't. He never ever struck me as the kind of guy that would be like that.
No, no, and because they say from all accounts he's like an incredibly nice person.
And then even
there's,
oh, go ahead.
I was just say there has to be something else going on.
Yeah, there is the possibility of high tension for the evening only because of the position he was in with the nominations. Yeah. Lewis is right. Bet the ratings will be up next year. They'll be tuning in. Yep. Will and Chris, round 2. That would be interesting. That being
said, Chris handled it very, very well.
Oh man. Yeah, he even came back with a quib. Like I thought, dude, well done, Whether after our taste or not. Good, well done.
After they put out the uncensored version, it's like, wow, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Yep. And then keep my wife's name out of your mouth, like yeah.
Yeah.
When you know you're on live TV.
I know. I wonder if he was wasted.
I don't know. There's so many questions now.
He apologizes to everyone except Chris Rock.
I know, that blew my mind too. It's like, wait a minute. Yeah. One person you should be apologizing to, whether he's mad at him or not. Like I don't know. Let me see here. Lewis said, "Did you see his acceptance speech about how God was working with him to protect people and the tears he was crying?" I did of that. And the one thing that came up is like part of that speech was love will make you do crazy things. That sounds just like a domestic abuser's excuse. I do it because I love you.
And all the stuff about people are going to disrespect you. People are going to say crazy shit about you. It's a joke.
Mm-hmm. And especially at the Oscars, because one person put it, these people have everything they're ever going to need. So the only time they can ever be, dropped a peg is at something like this, where they're all together and they're picking at each other.
Yeah. And there's nothing malicious about it.
No, that's just it. I don't know if Chris Rock even knew about Jada Pinkett Smith's condition, because I have to be 100% honest. I didn't until this event.
No, neither did I. Apparently it's a well-known fact she's talked about several times. I didn't know. She just had her hair short.
Yep. So I don't even know if he knew. You know what I mean? If he did, okay, kind of a nasty dig. If he didn't, well, then it's just a joke,
Yeah.
But neither deserve the response that he got.
No.
Man, you look at Gilbert Gottfried, Ricky Gervais, all the things they've said about people.
Ricky Gervais has said way meaner shit than Chris Rock.
Exactly. And nothing happened then, because people
even Mel Gibson, and he shared the stage with Mel Gibson, and Mel Gibson didn't do shit to him.
Mm-hmm. I am just thoroughly shocked. It's weird. I actually look at him in a completely different light now, which is weird.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt, if you're watching right now, I just looked down and Matt sent me a message going, "What time does the Movie Madhouse start?" Right now.
10 minutes and 4, 5, 6 seconds ago.
We're on the air right now. We'll see what kind of delay we got. That's awesome. But with all the awards,
I actually forgot that the Oscars were on last night. My boss called me. He was telling me about some of the awards. I'm like, oh, is that on tonight? I had lost track.
You know what? I was working on CKX last night, and I kind of did the same thing. But as soon as I remembered, do you know what my first thought was? That means the Razzies were last night. And I wanted to look up the awards.
Well, I didn't read who won everything for the Razzies, but I did see that it said Diana the Musical, which we picked for a lot of things, and something else swept, but I can't remember the something else.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that. We weren't far off on a lot of them.
But I did see that Dune won like 5 or 6 Oscars, but they're all like I'd say they're mostly technical, but there was a few bigger ones in there.
Where is Jason? Grr. Okay, you know what? Why don't we do the Razzie stuff?
Okay, because they're okay.
Okay. So, the worst picture. All right. All three of us had Space Jam: A New Legacy.
That was the other one. Yeah.
We were wrong.
Oh, did they do Diana the Musical?
Was Diana the Musical. Yep.
I should have looked up a trailer for it.
I got to admit, now that it's done this much in here, I really want to take a look and see, you know.
Of course you do.
This is a train wreck I need to witness.
I think one of the Razzie winners that I saw before it got the Razzie was Catwoman. That was pretty bad.
Which Catwoman? Oh, Halle Berry?
Halle Berry Catwoman, yeah. The one she accepted the award for.
Yeah. Yep. Well, why don't we jump to worst actress then?
All right.
The three of us had Jenna DeWall for Diana the Musical. The worst actress for 2022 is Jenna DeWall. We got it right.
Yeah.
I'm going to highlight that one just so we can see how many. There we go. Oh, dang it. It made the letters different. Why did it do that? Let's do that. There we go. Worst actor. All three of us had LeBron James for Space Jam: A New Legacy. And yet again, we were right.
Yes.
Yep. The King swept the worst actor award. Let me see here. For worst supporting actress, Jason had Judy Kaye as Queen Elizabeth and Barbara Cartland from Diana the Musical. We had Aaron Davies or Davey
from Diana the Musical.
Yes. So you and I were partly right. Jason was 100% right because it was Judy Kaye from Diana the Musical. Let me see. The next one, worst supporting actor. Jason had Jared Leto from The House of Gucci. You had Gareth Keegan from Diana the Musical. And I had Nick Cannon from The Misfits because it's Nick Cannon.
Sure.
And yet again, Jason was right. It was Jared Leto who took
No.
Yes.
They nailed him for that? Oh, that is so sad. I liked his performance in that.
I got to admit, I have not seen it.
I wasn't expecting much. I wasn't expecting much despite it being Ridley Scott, and it was actually an entertaining movie.
I do have to check it out because, again, a movie can suck but still have good performances.
Yeah, Adam Driver, Lady Gaga, Jeremy Irons, Al Pacino, and Jared Leto. I thought they all did.
Hi,
There he is.
He was out for his run. He's back now.
Kind of, sort of.
Doing the Fast and Furious thing, were you?
No, she refuses.
Well, we just decided to start into the Razzies. We've got the first 5 done.
Yeah, I have not heard anything for the Razzies, and I've only heard 2 things from the Oscars, and I don't want to talk about that bullshit. Okay,
we already did. We covered it.
Good, thank you. Because hey, I don't know if you heard, but Will Smith smacked Chris Rock last night.
What?
Really?
I heard that about
what were we talking about?
Gee.
Like I heard it referenced 500 times today on the radio. It drove me nuts.
Yeah, I got up this morning, turned on YouTube. Just I always have it for background, and boom, there wasn't a feed that didn't have it.
Dude, they talked about it on the Wrestling News YouTube channel that I watch every morning.
They're going to talk about it on anything.
Anyways, okay. Now we've talked about it.
We're not talking about it here.
Yeah, that's all. That's it. I'm done. So the Razzies. So, what category so far?
Well, we did Worst Picture. Okay, we'll recap real quick. We picked Space Jam. We were wrong.
Oh,
it was Diana the Musical.
Oh, okay. All right.
Worst Actor. We all picked LeBron James. We were all right.
Okay.
He got that one.
Good.
Worst Actress. We picked Jenna DeWall from Diana the Musical.
Okay.
And we were right again. Okay. Now, these are the 2 ones that I think you will appreciate more than James and I did. Okay. Worst Supporting Actress. You had picked Judy Kaye. James and I had picked Erin Davey. It was Judy Kaye. Okay.
And that's Diana the Musical, right?
That's Diana the Musical. We were right that way. We were still in the right movie. Just
see, I'm morbidly curious about this Diana the Musical now.
Right? I literally said that. It's like, this train wreck.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching that very soon.
And then the one we just finished was Worst Supporting Actor. You had picked Jared Leto from House of Gucci. James picked Gareth Keegan from Diana the Musical, and I picked Nick Cannon. It was Jared Leto.
Booyah, baby!
Yep.
Come on, the guy swings for home runs, and some of them just go foul.
Yep, really high, but foul.
Exactly. Got the distance, just a little off.
Now,
careful. We're gonna see a hand leap out of nowhere and just smack Jason across the face.
Right? Most entertaining live event on the internet, right?
They need a emoji of that, the ooh kind of face,
Mm-hmm. Oh, it'll come. Don't give it time. Now, the worst performance by Bruce Willis in a 2021 movie. I don't think we should give this one to you, Jason.
Just roll a die.
Really?
Yeah, because you literally said all of them.
Right.
That's not fair. Did he actually win
that doesn't mean I win any of them. Unless they did say all of the above.
They did not.
Okay.
One of the ones
they did pick one.
Was one, yes. So James said Cosmic Sin, and I picked Out of Death because I still don't understand that name.
What did Jason pick? Oh no, right.
I said all of the above.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
James got it. Cosmic
Sin. I?
Yep.
Really?
It was just one with the dumbest title, I think.
No. Out of Death has the dumbest. What does Out of Death mean?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Out of Death almost sounds like a sentence that just shouldn't exist.
Right?
Like it makes no sense.
Damn it! I gotta go to the store. I'm out of death. When do you use this?
I watched a trailer for one of his movies. I think it was called A Day to Die. Not a good day to die, not a bad day to die, just a day to die.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Is it a good day or bad day? It's a day.
It's a day.
It's a day to get smacked.
Okay. Worst screenplay couple. Let me see here. Jason picked Ben Platt and any other character from Dear Evan Hansen. James picked LeBron James and any Warner Brothers cartoon character. And I picked Jared Leto and either his 17-pound latex face, his geeky clothes, or his ridiculous accent. Well, this one we give to James. James, it was LeBron.
It seems like they were all strong contenders, though.
Yeah. Oh, dang it. I didn't write one of them down. I got to look it up real quick. Worst director. We all said Christopher Ashley for Diana the Musical.
Mhm.
And yet again, we were all right.
Ah. See, you can hear enough buzz and kind of weed through it all to get that real true consensus. There is something to that, and I'd like to get into that after we get through the list because I went to the theater this weekend. So,
oh boy, here we go.
But continue.
Is it? I'm just trying to find the one that I did not write down.
What's the last one?
Well, no, there's two. I guess I can do
okay.
that first. Worst screenplay. And we all picked Diana the Musical.
Mm.
You're going to find this hard to believe. We were all right.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm watching that movie this weekend.
Oh, and that's why. Okay.
Maybe tomorrow.
The last one was the worst remake, ripoff, or sequel.
Ooh.
All said Space Jam: A New Legacy. Well, we were right.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So we did really well on the majority of these.
Yeah. For having not seen any of them except James saw one or two.
Yeah, and he was mad they were on the list. But yeah, not bad at all. I'm impressed. We need to do some Razzie pools next year.
Oh, there we go.
I agree.
We should really make it interesting, and all have to watch them and properly judge them, and then make our picks.
Oh, interesting. Matt says Jason killing it with his picks.
Right?
See, I've watched enough shit to be able to sniff it out. I'm like a truffle pig.
What is it? Well, all the good movie names are taken, so it's the bottom of the barrel boys. Oh, he was talking about Bruce Willis. Yeah. It's getting a little more difficult. I got to give him that. Yes.
South Park had one of their really famous double episodes was all about cable wars, and you find it's like Cartman goes to get Family Guy taken off the air, and when he busts into the writers' room, what the writers' room is a tank with like a few trained manatee, one manatee, or whatever. There's manatee. And they have random words over here in the ball on the one side. And then the manatee goes and picks one, brings it over the other side and drops it into a bucket. And then once that makes some sort of sentence, they make that into a joke.
Yeah. I saw that episode. Oh, look, he's going for like an adjective or something.
Yep. So there's similarities here.
Okay. I'm going to have to watch that. I haven't watched South Park in forever. I really haven't.
I caught back up. I went through I caught all the way up. Went through the whole series. I'm just now off by I think since COVID. I've not caught up.
Okay, now it's time for the Oscars.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
We'll start with Best Writing Original Screenplay. Jason and James, you both picked King Richard. And I picked Belfast.
Oh, yeah. I know this one.
Do you?
I know. You won, Rob.
I did, right?
All right.
Kenneth Branagh. I don't know if this is his first Oscar or not. Because all his acting and directing, I don't know if he's won before.
I don't know.
I'm not sure either, but I want to say no. I want to say multiple nominations. Possible first-time win.
I don't know how many screenplays he's written. I know he's directed and acted a lot, but I don't know how many of them he's written.
My boy Tally's seen. He's a big fan of Kenneth Branagh's directing and writing, and he says his Murder on the Orient Express and Death on the Nile.
Death on the Nile. Good. Murder on the Orient Express. I can agree with him on. I haven't seen Death on the Nile yet.
Oh, he's pretty high on him. So I really do trust his opinion. It's just a lot of times there are movies that I don't get drawn to. It's hard for me to actually watch them. But he keeps hounding me, and I eventually do it. And I can appreciate it was when they are really good, they're just not my cup of tea. I'm not going back to.
Remind me, Rob, did he also direct Dead Again, in addition to acting in it?
I believe he did.
Yes,
Okay.
that might have been his first.
One of the first.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of his Hamlet, the 3-4 hour one. I preferred the one with Mel Gibson, but it's well done.
See, again, that's not something I'll go to. I'm not a Shakespeare guy. I can't do it.
I like his original Thor movie.
This is his first Oscar.
It is, all right.
In 1990, he was nominated for Best Director, Henry V, and Best Actor in a Leading Role, Henry V. 93, he was nominated for Best Short Film, Swan Song. 97, he was nominated for Best Writing Screenplay, previously published, which was The Hamlet. In 2012, nominated for Best Performance of an Actor in a Supporting Role, My Week with Marilyn.
Didn't see that.
This year, he was nominated for Best Motion Picture and Best Achievement in Directing, which was the nominations, and he won for Best Original Screenplay. So,
I never heard much about Belfast. We had it for maybe 2 weeks at the theater.
And see, this is what ticks me off about the Oscars. 9 times out of 10, the ones that win the big awards are the ones that people never see.
Yep.
And then they win, then they'll go see them.
Yep.
Yeah, because then they
At this point, I equate the Oscars to the what's the word here? To the higher evolution of art house now. It's like the Oscars are too elite. Never mind that acting is acting. And I don't care if Denzel crushed it in that Shakespeare film. You can't put what he did in that acting versus what, in my opinion, in all honesty, Robert Downey Jr. brought to Tony Stark, especially in Endgame.
Don't say that. You're going to get blacklisted.
Now, Endgame, in my opinion, best acting of Robert Downey Jr.'s career.
See,
if not for just that one scene, the one scene where he's like you take this, and where he does the whole no trust, liar. It's just best acting of his career.
But I'm not saying that just to compare him to Denzel. I'm saying to Will Smith, to any of those guys. The level of acting that Robert Downey Jr. pulls off, it's the same level because it makes me feel something. It makes me believe it. That's what acting is.
You can't say that. It's going to get you blacklisted.
I don't give a shit.
You ask Harrison Ford. It's already happened.
And when an interviewer brings up his past drug history, he doesn't smack them.
Right? Well said. Next topic, best writing of an adapted screenplay. We were all of the same mind on this one. We said Dune.
No, I said write-in ballot, Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh, that's right.
He did say that, yes.
Both of your ballots were wrong.
Okay.
It was Coda.
Coda.
Yes.
See?
Never
Other than this list, I've never heard of it.
Yep. I think it's promotional,
I've only barely heard of it. I know that one of the main characters is deaf, and they got a deaf actor to play a deaf character, and that's all I really know about it.
Yeah. That's legit all I know.
I'm okay. I hate that this is coming, but at this point, what I want to do is go through a list of all Best Picture Oscar nominated films and count how many I've actually seen.
Now, before the nomination.
I can't say that. I want to say I just want to say at all. Did I watch it at all? Because there's a lot I have not watched. I'm quite sure I've probably watched maybe a tenth of all Oscar nominated movies.
Do you have all 10 right there, Rob?
All 10.
The best picture nominees.
Oh, no, I don't. I just have the... I'll bring it up,
I know for a fact I saw Dune.
Yeah, I saw Dune, but that's a rare case. We don't see anything pop culture-y in that level considered for Oscars like that, except in rare cases.
Yeah, when it's made by a guy whose movies are just gorgeous.
Yeah, you're right. But I'll say, why wasn't Valerian nominated?
I think Luc Besson's on a few people's shit list.
Well, that shouldn't matter on quality, right?
Well, I mean, it's not like he smacked someone, but
God damn it! I wanted to do that, but I just couldn't put it together. You're crushing it, man.
Okay.
After all the props I give Will Smith last week or the week before about 6 degrees of separation and 7 pounds and stuff, and just his behavior just comes back and smacks me in the face.
Ding, and another point.
That might be the best one, man. Honestly, I think you just hit the top.
The 10 nominees for Best Picture were Coda, Belfast, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, and West Side Story.
Okay. Yeah. Don't Look Up, which shouldn't have been on there. Nightmare Alley, which is gorgeous, Guillermo del Toro, and Dune, which is gorgeous, but it's incomplete because we need part 2.
I know. I did like Dune a lot.
Oh, no. It's great.
I liked it. Like I was not a huge fan of the Lynch. I know I watched it a few times, but I tried to like it. I had to force myself to like it, just because sci-fi.
It's dry and it's dated because of the effects. You couldn't fall into the picture.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this one definitely rectified that. But yeah, you only gave me half the story.
Yep. Let me see here. Best visual effects. All 3 of us said Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yes.
And you had the write-in ballot of Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yep.
But we were wrong.
No.
It was Dune.
Yeah. I can't say I'm surprised, just a little disappointed.
Yes. Okay. I can acknowledge that because Dune was stunning to see in IMAX. It was.
Yeah. Oh, and the award, I'd say the one it's most deserving of is one that Rob is probably going to read next.
The original song?
No.
Oh,
which one?
Just the next. Okay, cinematography.
Oh, did we do that one?
We may not have. Okay,
no,
we may not have. It won best cinematography. I have no argument.
Yeah, no, I would agree.
Okay.
Again, yeah, it's a stunning film.
I forgot that we didn't cover all of the big ones.
Yeah, we just did a few.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the party can start. Greg's here.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, everyone. Greg says. Okay. Best original song. Jason picked Dos or Eugatis.
Encanto, yes.
There we go, Encanto. And James and I picked No Time to Die. James and I rock.
That I did hear. I did hear that Billie Eilish got it. Yep.
Yes.
Her and Phineas are now Oscar winners. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely have to be the youngest to win
James,
that particular award, right?
You insulted Colin Farrell. No, I would not. And neither would Colin.
We need to do that. Photoshop their faces over top of Will and Jada. Let's go on to Best Picture. Jason and I said King Richard. James said Dune.
Which one was this one?
Best Picture.
Best Picture, yeah.
We were all wrong. It was Coda.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
really?
I knew it was a favorite. It was one of those ones I knew it was a favorite, but I didn't want to vote for it. I wanted to vote for what I liked best.
Yeah. It's got nothing to do with quality. It's got
This is why I always lose Oscar pools.
right.
But once again, I never heard of it before this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best movie made all year, and I never heard of it.
Yep. Well, that's the and this
Well-
is why I say if you're going to go back and look at that list, try and remember if you heard about it before the Oscars, because after
Okay.
the Oscars, like the big one that I remember is Three Billboards, right? Never heard of that film before the Oscars.
That
It
one I
was-
had. That one I had. I am curious, but I still haven't watched it.
It was
Right.
pretty good, but in terms of like Martin McDonagh movies, like In Bruges is still way up here. Seven Psychopaths. His third best movie is three Billboards, and that's the one that gets the recognition. It's bullshit.
Right. But the point was, I think it came out a month before the nominees dropped.
Oh God,
And-
I hate that.
Literally, I had never heard of it. You know, it came out of nowhere. And then it wasn't until after the Oscars that it really started getting pushed. And it
Yeah,
was
and
like,
Sam Rockwell deserved an Oscar well before that movie.
I really dislike when studios pull that last minute shit. And I hate to say it, but Tarantino was one of the shadiest ones.
oh, really?
Which one?
With Hateful Eight. He released
Oh.
it in like 8 theaters just to get it into competition.
Yeah,
Martin
they do
Scorsese
that. They do limited runs in December and then wide release in January, February.
Yeah, that's so
Martin-
bullshit.
Martin Scorsese did the exact same thing with The Irishman. He did a limited run and then dropped it on Netflix just so that it was
Yeah.
in a theater and it qualified.
That-
Greg said, Oscars aren't for movie lovers. That would be people's choice. It should be renamed the Critics' Choice Awards.
I think there is a Critics' Choice Awards
There is.
already.
There is.
And
He's
if
not. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. There's just one actually called Critics' Choice Awards.
Yep.
But we're all wrong in thinking that this is actually a competition.
This is a popularity contest.
It's not even that. It's all a marketing campaign.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, let's move on to Best Director since we got that figured out. We'll see who they're picking this year for director. Jason said Kenneth Branagh for Belfast, which sadly, after our little deep dive into his Oscars, we know he didn't win.
Mhm.
James said James Campion, and I said Steven Spielberg.
oh crap!
Right? Greg said popularity and money bribes. What? No.
Well, Weinstein certainly would throw enough money around for his campaigns that would pay off.
And well, sadly, look where he is.
Hey,
you
he gave us Clerks.
True. Well, James, we bow to you on this one. You got it. It was The Power of the Dog. James
Really?
Campion.
Which honestly I thought would have won more awards than it did.
It's true.
Wow.
It's horrible. And those are the ones that win, right?
Yeah.
I always find it fascinating when the best picture and best director don't line.
Well, Denis Villeneuve wasn't even nominated for Best Director.
That makes no sense.
I know it makes as much sense as Affleck not getting nominated for Best Director when Argo won Best Picture.
Right.
Yeah. See, to me, they go hand in hand, which defies having two, but technically they should. If your best picture is directed by your best director,
Exactly.
why would it be the best picture?
How can the second best director make the best picture? That doesn't make sense.
Right? Greg said Clerks. It's Jason's version of Stand and Deliver.
Yeah,
I've never seen Stand and Deliver, but
I don't think I ever have either, but I kind of know the gist of it. So yes, it is.
Oh, argue with yourself. Hee, James.
oh yeah, well that heard that enough several years ago.
Okay.
And by Affleck himself in Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
God, I love that. That was such a great scene.
Yes.
We are now on to Best Animated Feature. And for this one, Jason said Encanto.
Come on, baby.
James said The Mitchells versus the Machines. And I said In the Last Dragon. Well, James
I did not win this one. I'm just getting a refill. One sec.
All right. Sadly, neither did I. Jason, you got it.
Hell yes.
Yes. Like it was ever in doubt.
Oh, come on. It's such a fun movie. I do love it. And the fact that I started out by not liking it because of how the family treats Madrigal, it really bothers me. It still bothers me. But knowing that I just love it.
As long as we don't talk about Bruno.
Who?
There we go.
Little side story here. I'm about to run a D&D campaign for some old friends of mine I'm reconnecting with.
Yeah.
And one of them is going to have a ghost attached to them. A ghost of like a former adventurer.
Oh, neat.
And his name is Bruno.
Oh, really?
And the character, can't talk about Bruno. That's why he wanted the ghost to be named Bruno, so he can't talk about it.
I like it. I like it. Okay, Best Actress in a Supporting Role. Jason, you said Judi Dench, and James and I said Kirsten Dunst for Power of the Dog. And sadly, we were all wrong.
I think so. Yes.
Oh, Matt said Bruno Sammartino. The only Bruno I recognize. Well,
yes,
Bruno. Yes, we were wrong. It was Ariana DeBose from West Side Story.
I remember hearing a thing about the main the lead actress from West Side Story couldn't even get an invitation to the Oscars.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
She was asked in an interview and said, like, no, I'm sorry, I wasn't invited. I even asked.
What?
I mean, she wasn't nominated, but whose lead actor doesn't get invited to the Oscars?
The movie was nominated for one of the best movies of the year, and the lead actress didn't get an invite?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Welcome to the Oscars. Okay, Best Actress. Jason, you said Olivia Colman from The Lost Daughter, and James and I said Kirsten Stewart from Spencer. Well, yet again, we were both wrong. It was Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which I heard is a great movie makeup wise.
Is that 2 for her?
Jessica Chastain? Did she win for I don't know what she's won for. She didn't win for The Help, did she?
Her name pops up in the awards every year. But she'll always be my Mrs. Reynolds.
Your Mrs. Reynolds?
No, that's Christine.
Oh, am I getting? I'm okay. Getting my actresses mixed up. Sorry.
That happens. She does look similar, but no, that's Christina Hendricks. That is
okay.
Mrs.
My
Reynolds.
mistake. My mistake.
Did you ever watch Firefly, James?
Firefly several times.
Our Mrs. Reynolds.
So remember the episode where he
you mean Safbridge?
Yes, Saffron.
Oh, Christina Hendricks.
Yes, yeah, I was getting her and Chastain mixed up.
Fair enough.
Anyways,
I don't think Jessica Chastain's won before. I want to say she's been nominated before, but I don't think she's won before.
Nope.
Okay.
Nominated twice.
Okay.
Once as
was it for
Zero Dark 30 in 2013.
Oh, Zero Dark 30, right?
Supporting in The Help in 2000.
She was good in The Help.
Was it what?
She's outstanding in Zero Dark. She's good in The Help, and she's outstanding in Zero Dark 30.
Oh, did I get him backwards?
Did you guys freeze? What? No. Supporting role was The Help, and lead was Zero Dark 30. Yeah. What?
What is going on? Why can't I understand you guys?
You're
Are we
coming.
Are we glitching?
Are you guys there?
Can
Yeah?
you hear me? Hi.
A little bit.
Hello.
Are we good?
Hello.
I think it's on my end.
I can hear Jason
Yeah.
and Rob.
You're coming. You're both coming in clear.
Okay.
You're coming in very clear, Rob. Sorry, James.
It's okay. He's kind of frozen. Oh, there he
But
is.
I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah.
No. I don't know. I've noticed this the last 2 weeks now that at about the 40-minute mark when I'm on, my volume jacks up suddenly.
40 minutes, huh?
Really?
Yes, and it'll go back down again, I think, in a little bit. I'm not sure how much farther. But then it goes back down. But that happened just as you started having issues.
Weird.
So
Weird.
yeah. And I'm
There's
not
a
on
ghost
my
in the
Wi-Fi.
machine.
I'm just going on cell right now because I get better reception. I'm too far from my router.
Gotcha.
So
All right.
anyways.
Let's finish off the last two here.
Okay.
I'm going to jump one because best actor, we know. We got it right.
Yeah.
But it was that guy.
Yeah.
And
That guy.
Best actor in a supporting role. Now, we were divided on this one. Jason, you said Jesse Plemons from Power of the Dog.
Yeah.
James said Cody Smith-McPhee from Power of the Dog.
Wrong.
J.K. Simmons from Being the Ricardos. Believe it or not, we were all wrong because it was Troy Kotsur from Coda.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the actor I was talking about who's actually deaf.
Oh, really?
Yep. So, yeah, those are the winners. We were close in the Razzies, but not so close in the Oscars.
No.
Doesn't surprise me.
No.
Doesn't surprise me at all. I prefer to watch entertaining films. And some of those Oscar movies I don't entirely find entertaining.
Let's see.
Unfortunately, I like a little more sizzle with my steak. So you
Right.
got to show me something.
Oh. Best music, original score. Let's see if you guys can pick this one. The nominees are does it give the names? Oh, yes, it does. Parallel Mothers, Encanto, Dune, Don't Look Up, and Power of the Dog. Best original score.
I already know who won.
Oh, you do?
I do.
I
Dune.
I was just gonna say Dune.
Man, his answer almost smacked you right in the face there, didn't it?
I was just about to say that though. Just because I know that score did work wonders for that film. Like, and it just elevated it.
We have Best Production Design. Okay. The Tragedy Macbeth, West Side Story, Nightmare Alley, Dune, and Power of the Dog.
Nightmare Alley.
Which one was this?
Production Design.
Dune.
Dune it is.
Again, I already knew that, but
well,
it would have been a toss up between that and Nightmare Alley.
And we did sound, visual effects, writing. We did. That's all of them.
All right.
So yeah, that's how much we spent for the Oscars.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that upset about it. So hey, I went to the movies.
Did ya?
Yeah,
I did. I caught up on a couple box office hits that I wanted. I saw Uncharted on Saturday.
Oh, and
with my buddy Brad, and I liked it a lot. It was so much fun. The action sequences were stunning, and some of them were like direct recreations of certain key moments from the games.
Yep.
Tom Holland crushed it as usual. Mark Wahlberg, it was passable. I can take it.
Sadly, I could not help but think of Spidey watching Tom Holland, though. There's some scenes.
Well, yeah, you're going to get that. He's still finding his way and expanding. But there is some differences with his Nathan Drake.
Oh,
there
is scenes with difference. Yeah, there was just the odd one, kind of like when the Scottish guy starts talking to him. He goes, "I have no idea what you just said." That's Peter Parker.
That's Tom Holland awkward. That's what that is. That's his go-to. He's kind of got to slip that in, but it worked though. It really did.
Jason, did you not see Batman? Rather, you saw Uncharted.
We'll get there, Greg. We'll get there.
Greg's a little impatient tonight.
But Uncharted was, I really liked it a lot. I know that one's going to be a rewatch for me, probably regularly. Like that, I really, really enjoyed it. They definitely set up to continue with. What I'm predicting here, I'm thinking the next film will be their version of the first game story.
I wonder if they're going to try that or if they're just going to pick another time in between 1 and 2.
I don't think so. I think I'm pretty sure it was a Nazi map that started off their whole hunt in the first one.
But that doesn't mean that's necessarily where they're going to go, because they led right into the first game. That first game already tells the story. So
this is their own version of it, though. This is like different universes.
Yeah.
Hence why we got the actual Nathan Drake in this film in a cameo.
Mm-hmm. But see, that's what I mean. They could go any way with this.
Yeah,
I think it would be cool personally if they played in the holes.
Okay.
Because then they can make their own stuff as they go.
Yeah.
As long as it feeds in.
But they can also do that for like the opening act situation, and then use that as a thread for the next film.
True. Greg says, impatience. I'm sorry. James always taught me to demand and get my way. Sometimes if it works, it works. All right. Continue, Grace.
So yeah, Uncharted, I highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun. I really hope they continue with that franchise. I don't know if it's been greenlit for a sequel yet, but
I think it certainly made enough money. I think it made enough money.
So, well, I'm all for it if they do. I'm willing and anxious to see more. Now, Sunday, I went to see The Batman.
Boom, boom, boom.
The other shoe drops.
A side note to that, Mike came with me and walked out an hour into the film.
What?
Really?
But in all fairness, it was more his theater experience and not the film itself. He was the movie is very dark, and he felt there was a lot he wasn't seeing, and there was a lot of soft dialogue that he wasn't quite hearing, even with his hearing aid in. He wasn't having a good experience. He felt like he was missing too much, and it was making him angry, so he left.
I have heard more than one. Not direct comments from people at the theater, but I have heard more than one source talk about how each subsequent Batman movie has gotten darker and darker, literally.
Well, this one literally has black scenes lit by gunfire. So, yeah, it can't get much darker.
Yeah. I equate the visual aesthetic of this film to a very gritty graphic novel.
Oh, huge.
That's the style they were going for, and it worked. Where Sin City played with that, but in the very almost rotoscope animated version, this was just full on realist, but carrying that style,
And this Gotham City was nailed. Like, that was the perfect Gotham City. It's not the cartoonish Burton,
no,
and it's not the Chicago of Nolan.
Right.
It was bang.
Yeah, that one weird intersection that's like a round circle, half circle, at like a tip of a triangle.
Mm-hmm.
It's been in. It was in the last Arkham game where you get to drive around in the Batmobile. They had that in that game. It's almost like they have a definitive Gotham map now that they use.
Well, yeah, I can't sing its praises enough.
Yeah, I love that movie.
It was a Batman movie because it was a detective movie.
But that's just it. It was a detective movie with spurts of action and high intensity. It almost didn't feel like a comic book movie. It felt like where Joker is a full-on dramatic film with zero comic bookness to it. This was that happy medium between full comic book and not.
And I thought it was beautiful how they did not make him the perfect detective right out of the gate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's so much stuff he misses because, again, you're in year 2 of Batman. So
I said he's not rookie, he's semi-pro. And we saw it specifically when he escaped from the police station and he had popped the chute and then he swung and bounced himself underneath that subway train.
Yep.
Like he screwed up.
That was a desperation getaway. Yeah.
Batman doesn't screw up. You know?
That's probably a similar scene from Batman Begins where he jumps off the roof and lands on the fire escape.
Yeah.
Very, very similar. But not quite as deadly because there was no fight suit needed, you know?
Yeah.
I just that movie just had me right from the beginning. It had me. It was long, and I did start to feel that a little bit because the pacing is just it ramps up and then drops right back down again and really goes slow. And at one point it slid down a little too much and I started to feel it, but then we picked back up and man, how
is he as a Bruce Wayne?
Oh, good.
We didn't get enough
to
get a full opinion, but what little bit we did get, it was there. It was there.
Nice.
It was an interesting take, but it was there.
Cool.
Especially the one time he comes out to meet Alfred in their breakfast and they're gonna have a meeting or whatever, and he like reacts to the sun because he's never out in daylight.
Yeah,
that it was kind of subtle, but it was there, and that was a nice touch.
So what else did you see?
Oh no, just those two,
okay.
And I'm not done talking about Batman. Oh no, not by a long shot.
Oh, okay.
Colin Farrell. Fuck yes, give me that Penguin show they want to make. I want it. I want that so bad. He was amazing. Just like everybody says, you don't see Colin Farrell in there.
No, not at all.
And wow, you just got really loud.
Really?
Okay, that was weird. That was weird. You don't see him at all. But to me, it was almost like a more animated De Niro impression.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked.
Yeah,
it worked it was so good, and I want the show that they say they want to make,
especially when they had him under the bridge.
Yes.
You know,
he's desperately trying to save his own ass, and he doesn't give a shit.
Yep.
You know. He was phenomenal.
That's what I meant when they had this. Like, they had a lot of periphery characters, but they weren't the characters. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was not Penguin. This was Oswald Cobblepot.
Yes. Hi, I'm Oz. Yeah. Yeah, he's not the Penguin yet. Not fully.
And you can see where he's going to go to be the Penguin now.
Oh yeah.
Right? But that was the beauty of this film. It didn't just throw everything at you all at once.
No.
Not even in the film.
It was like every time when it did slow down again, they chuck another rock at you.
Yep.
Paul Dano. Oh my God. That was one of the best psychotic performances I have ever seen. He just, the way, and a lot of it is his facial. His face has that boyish innocence to it.
Yeah.
And when he goes off the rails, it's truly scary. He was so good.
Oh, he was. I forgot who he was for the first part because I kept going, "Ooh, who's the Riddler? Oh, wait, that's right." Yeah.
I'm not even entirely sure what else I've seen him in.
There Will Be Blood. He was in The Girl Next Door.
Mm-hmm.
He's here and there, but I think he's most notable lately for There Will Be Blood because he plays twin brothers.
The biggest one was Prisoner with Hugh Jackman.
Oh yes. Oh, thank you.
And I don't think I've seen any of those except for The Girl Next Door, and I don't remember him from that.
You got to.
But he's a name I've heard.
Yeah.
He's a name I've heard, though.
Well, now you'll seek out his stuff, and you won't be disappointed. I don't think.
Well, The Prisoner has been kind of on my radar for a while, so maybe I should now after this.
Another outstanding Denis Villeneuve movie.
All right. Well, yeah, I've heard a lot about it, so yeah, I should now, especially after seeing this, because god damn was he fantastic. And I am very intrigued by this whole Joker thing. But his reaction to the Joker's riddle.
That deleted scene with Batman going to visit the Joker was pretty awesome.
I still haven't watched that yet.
I liked it, but then I got in a discussion with someone and they pointed out two things to me. One, I don't think I've ever seen a universe where Batman would go to the Joker for advice like that.
Well, they were comparing it to Manhunter, where where the guy goes to visit Hannibal Lecter for
very
advice.
Very silent.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, there is no universe that I know of where Joker would be that coherent to be able to give information that Batman would actually want to use.
Maybe that's why it was deleted. Who knows?
Like, don't get me wrong. I love the scene and it was very cool the way it was laid out, but these points are pretty on par because
and there's plenty of deleted scenes that I've watched that are amazing. There's some of my favorite deleted scenes, but there's a reason they were taken out, whether it's because they took out two other scenes, and when you take out those, this scene no longer makes sense because of the storyline they eliminated, or just for whatever reason. So
I think they pulled it just to give that cool flash at the end,
Yeah. It's like, ooh, who's he talking to?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they pulled it just because they didn't want it to be 4 hours long.
Well, it's only a 5-minute scene, but who knows?
No, what other deleted scenes do they have?
You've seen The Girl Next Door?
It's been a long time, but yes.
Remember Klitz? The tall guy with the glasses that
vaguely. It's
the one they put a fencing mask over because he doesn't want them to know it's him. Yeah.
That sounds that sounds familiar, but it's been so long
that's him.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, he was great. I would love to see more. And yeah, of course we're going to get another one after this. Like, of course they're going to continue it. My opinion of the Batmobile has definitely changed because we only saw it jumping through the fire. I only saw it from the front, and it just looked like a muscle car. Then we see the actual thing in the film with the actual rocket engine and everything, and like, all right, I'm in now. Yes,
but see, that's the cool part of it. It does look like he's in year 2, and this is something he built.
Yeah.
Like not this R&D tech stuff. Like 10 years down the road, it's based.
It's definitely a souped up friggin' Charger or whatever. I don't know cars well enough to be able to pick it out. Somebody probably already knows what it is, but
yeah.
It did look badass though. That'd be a cool replica car to see at CK Expo some year.
Maybe.
I thought
it was cool the way it was introduced because you weren't even expecting it.
No, we hadn't seen any sign at that point, had we?
No, and there was no indication that a car would even be needed in that particular moment. And then all of a sudden the engine started up and it's like, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't understand is why did he do the kind of thing and not just charge? He let him get away though. But he let him get away.
Maybe he wants the chase.
Oh, he was, you know what? No, he was getting away from his goons. Duh.
Oh, he had to single him out. Yeah.
Yeah, he was getting him away from his goons.
Gotcha.
Duh, I'm an idiot. Pattinson, yeah, he did a great job. His rendition is works for me. I like it. It fit everything well. I would have liked a little more Andy Serkis. Will we now that he's had what they've blown him up? Can he be anything close to a bit of the badass Pennyworth that we know is supposed to be in there?
Well, it depends on which Alfred. Look at Alfred from Burton's. He's just
yeah.
lot,
But,
you know?
Yeah,
You-
it
but-
wasn't until Nolan's where you find out that he has some secret past.
Oh yeah, from which DC universe did they decide to slip that in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have been mildly intrigued about the Pennyworth TV show, but I don't know if I'll ever get around to it.
I forgot it existed, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was actually on or was it just a streaming thing. I'm not even sure.
I
I still
don't.
gotta check out. I still gotta check out Gotham.
Oh, Gotham, I enjoyed. I liked it a lot. So, and you know what? This movie kind of really had a similar feel, a similar vibe to it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. In my opinion, yes, it's definitely in that much grittier. You know, the Gotham was much grittier than a little bit grittier than the Nolan stuff. So that they really just took the next step with this one, and it was a home run. I loved it, and I'm glad I can say that. Honestly, they've redeemed Batman for me.
Oh, I was
Nice.
in the same boat. I was trepidatious going in, going, "Oh my God, I hope I don't hate this," you know? And no.
Now, the alterations of the history with the Waynes and everything, interesting. They've made some interesting alternate choices. And was that Venom that he injected there in the climax?
Don't
You know, that they planted a lot of seeds
Yep.
in this film, so they can go in a lot of different directions, right? With the next one,
All they really said is that Joker isn't going to be the main villain of the next movie.
he's not.
No, that's what Matt Reeves said because
Oh.
of that deleted scene.
Well, that makes sense because you kind of got to build Batman versus Joker as like Thanos, you know.
Yeah. To do it right, yes.
If they're gonna maintain this Batman as just Batman and not include it into further DC stuff, other than I've flat out said this to Mike last night that they made me believe that they could pull off a Dark Knight Returns film.
Yeah. They could.
The quality of this film with all the source material involved, I believe they could actually pull off a Dark Knight Returns film with Henry Cavill as Superman. I would take that in a heartbeat. Come on now, take my money now.
Yeah, that could work.
With what they pulled off, I have all confidence that they could do that. As long as the studio doesn't fuck with it.
Yeah, that's the dangerous area right there.
You know, you give them the same amount of leeway you just did for this film, they're gonna nail it.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I will even say this. The Batman is my favorite Batman movie. I will say at this point,
Really?
it is, in my opinion, the best Batman movie, and that is putting it above the Dark Knight Returns animated feature.
What about Okay, forgetting about cartoons for a second. You're putting it above The Dark Knight
Yes.
and Batman Begins and The Dark Knight Rises
Yes.
and Batman versus Superman
Yes.
and the Burton ones.
Yes.
Wow.
Hmm.
My
There's-
expectations are getting higher and higher for the movie, but I still can't believe that it would be better than The Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises.
There is one Batman movie I have not seen, but I don't think it would top this, and that's
What,
Mask of the
Batman?
Phantasm.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Batman and Robin. Stop talking about cartoons.
What's your problem? Like they're films.
But they're cartoons. They're not
They're
as good as live action.
I extremely
The be-
disagree.
The best part about The Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and 2 are the Kevin Smith, Mark Bernardin commentaries.
Brian brings up a good point. Even without bat nipples,
No, that fucking batarang bat symbol on his suit was. Oh, can't wait to see that thing flying. That looks so cool. Like you didn't even expect it. You just see him cutting his way in, and then what? That was a batarang the whole time.
I did see that part where he slices the thing. All of a sudden, it's like chink. It's like, oh, that's the whole bat symbol.
yeah.
I didn't expect it. It was awesome. So yes, that's my opinion of the Batman.
Well
Interesting.
done, sir. Well done. Now James has to see it.
Apparently.
And now I'm caught up on my big box office watches. Other than the new Marvel one's out, so I'll probably go see that.
Morbius.
Not yet. April 1st.
2 days. No, 3 days.
Really? Because I could have swore I saw it playing in the Chatham Theater.
No, yeah, on Thursday.
Oh, okay. I know I could have swore I saw it like as an option when I was there yesterday.
It is, but because it's the Thursday advance.
Oh, okay. That explains it.
Not 3D.
Okay. I don't want to see it in 3D.
No. I'm just wondering if it's not Doctor Strange 2, what the next actual 3D movie we get is going to be.
I don't think Morbius is in 3D, so...
No, it's not.
That's what he's saying.
But I'm thinking Doctor Strange 2.
Oh, definitely.
Because we had Spider-Man and Sing 2 were the last 2 3D movies we've had here.
I don't know of any other that would be 3D.
Well,
I thought Morbius could have gone either way because the first Venom was in 3D, second Venom wasn't, but it was this bullshit.
That's what I was about to say. None that are being promoted, but they make so many films that shouldn't be 3D that we have no idea who's actually marketing it behind the scenes.
Right.
This is true. Yes.
Yeah, but also the character of Morbius doesn't lend itself to 3D. It's a vampire movie, basically, right?
No, it doesn't. But any comic book movie these days is pretty much game for 3D, it seems.
There's literally very few films that actually would work with 3D. The other ones are just all novelty. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But I don't like 3D anyways, so like it's not a necessity for me.
It's got to work, like Doctor Strange. To me, that film needs to be seen in 3D. That's
kind of a given. I wish I'd seen the first one in 3D.
Yeah.
We did. We loved it. It was amazing. So, and I am really, really looking for that.
I have no doubt.
There was one trailer before the Batman that really got my attention. Have you guys seen the trailer for Bullet Train?
Yep.
Yes.
That trailer looks like they hit absolutely every single action movie trope.
Oh, yeah. She doesn't like 3D either. She gets a headache.
Yeah, I know a few people that get that.
And I love the connection between Bullet Train and The Lost City that's out right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. You don't know the connection?
No.
Brad Pitt?
Cameo in The Lost City.
Okay.
And he did it because Sandra Bullock makes a cameo in Bullet Train.
Oh, does she? Oh, I didn't know that.
Is she driving the train and they can't drop it below 60?
Right. And
that's like...
It was the hairdresser that set it up because they both have the same hairdresser.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
I thought it was interesting because in Minority Report, Cameron Diaz has a cameo because she's like on a subway behind a newspaper because she was in Vanilla Sky, and I think Cameron Crowe himself or someone because Steven Spielberg has a cameo in Vanilla Sky.
Neat. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that seems to happen a lot in Hollywood where like two guys make a deal.
Well, and it's like Brad Pitt's cameo in Deadpool 2 as Vanisher.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Rodriguez and Tarantino had some sort of deal between Sin City and something.
They both use Michael Parks.
No, but like Tarantino directed one scene in Sin City for $1, and Rodriguez did something for him in one of his films or something.
Oh, I'm not sure what he did for
I
him.
can't remember, but it was something like that. It was like some sort of weird deal where they each directed like one small part of something,
Yeah.
and they got paid $1 to do it or something like that.
Oh, I think he let him use a song or something.
I can't remember.
Maybe.
Well,
thank you for the Batman.
I can't herald it enough. It was amazing. I'm so glad I can say that.
Good.
Nice.
Good. All right. Well, in that case, for another week at the Movie Madhouse, I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
And we will see you all later.
Bye.
Yeah. Toodles.
Shut up! It's a man!